What up, guys? Kevin here. So did, of all people, TCL just leaked out that we're going to get a PS5 Pro in the next version of the Xbox Series console? Damn well looks like it. So looks like they were given a presentation, TCL, and they're going over the game console generations. Gen 8 2013, Xbox One, PS4, Gen 8.5 with the PS4 Pro, Xbox One S, X. Yeah, I guess I keep forgetting the One S was a thing. Gen 9, that's where we're currently at, 2020. But look at this, Gen 9.5, 2023, 2024. New Xbox Series, PS5 Pro. Now, they're aiming for 2160, 60 to 120, so 4K 60, hopefully native 4K 60. Do not release these consoles unless the most graphically intensive game can run at 4K 60. And then it says UHD 8K 60 to 120 output, RX 7700 XT GPU. So, are we going to finally get 8K 30 games? I think it really seems like we're skipping over 8K. Like, 8K's been around for years. Like, you can now get an 8K TV. There's like a 65-inch for $1,000 for 8K TV. It's just nothing outputs in 8K. It's way too taxing. So, are we going to finally get to the point where we can start, going, hey, we can start playing games at least at 8K 30? I think we can get there. I mean, if we're going to keep evolving, it's got to get there at some point. And as long as these games have a 4K 60 option, which is just music to my ears, I'm all for it. I know some people aren't for a current gen upgrade or refresh, just because it's so difficult to get your hands on these consoles. If you want one, you got one. PlayStation 5 right now, 20 million. Series X is probably the Series console is probably like 15 million. So, yeah. By the time these come out, you're probably looking at like 40 million for PS5s and at least 30 million for the Series consoles. So, a next-gen upgrade absolutely makes sense. We got to stop, because I keep seeing the people say, like, I can't do it, people don't even have access to a PS5 or a Series S or X. Well, I guess a Series S now. You cannot get a Series X. People say, like, oh, you can get a Series X now. No. No, I tried to get one the past couple days. I think now, I tried getting one now at Walmart, and they were sold out. They sold out immediately. They do have, like, the all access where you buy the console plus, 2 years of Ultimate, and it comes out to, like, $900. Nah. Like that, I can go actually pick up in store right now, but that's a bad deal. So, yeah, I mean, hopefully by then, if you really want a PS5 or a Series X or whatever, you would have been able to get one. And, I mean, maybe you just want to wait now. I mean, if you're going to buy a new one, I'm definitely going to get a new PS5 and the new Series console for sure. Absolutely. I want the best of the best when it comes to consoles. And these consoles out right now, they did their job. About every game runs at 60 FPS, which I just cry myself to sleep, just so happy that this is the world we live in. Just a couple years ago, that most games were running at 30. Now games are running at 60 on console. It's a beautiful thing. Beautiful thing. Even games that didn't, and they're not an upgrade, like I'm playing Tales of Hysteria, that game runs smooth as hell. Still 30, but it's so smooth. So, yeah, next gen upgrade, it's coming. It says 2023, 2024. I do believe that probably get pushed back to 2024. I do still think there is that, like, oh, we can't release these. People can't get Series X or a PS5. But, and people say it's going to make it easier for the consoles that are out right now to make. And, yeah, I think it makes sense. Especially on the PlayStation side, they're going to have PSVR 2. It sounds really impressive, and I think they may need a more powerful PS5 to run that thing. Not saying that a PS5 wouldn't, but a PS5 Pro, PS5 Pro with a PSVR 2, that sounds really good to me. And Xbox, I think that's just what they're going to do now. They're just going to keep releasing a new console every few years. Every few years, they're going to release a new console. And that's, kind of getting rid of the console generations. I mean, a mid-gen upgrade, sure. And then the next series console. That's why they call it the series. It's not like Xbox 5. But I'm all for it. I don't know how TCL got this information. I could see maybe from the Xbox side because, Xbox is trying to get on TVs with a Game Pass app. So maybe they got a little bit of something. PS5 Pro, I know that's been rumored for a while. But it seems like TCL was confident to make this. But, I mean, they could just be pulling it out their ass. They can just be going off, all right, it went Gen 8, 8.5, 9. And let's just throw 9.5 out there. Because 7700 XT GPU, that's definitely going to happen. And, yeah, I mean, they could just be pulling this out of their butt, too. But I think it will happen. I hope it does happen. Again, there's just so many. I don't know what. I think PlayStation is lagging a little bit behind. I don't know if Xbox is lagging behind from last generation. But last generation, Xbox One got off to a really good start. That just shows the inertia, like how great the 360 was. And now PS5 is doing really well just because of how great the PS4 has done. So it really is impressive what the series consoles have done because they were starting at zero. They were done. They had nothing. They had no games, nothing. And they started at zero, and they're what? They're probably at least at 15 million sold, which is very impressive. And by the time, this comes out, they're going to easily be at 30 million. And I think that's appropriate for a next-gen refresh. Or a current gen refresh, I should say. But there you have it. Thank you, TCL, for leaking this information. And I will talk to you guys later. Later.